What's up, Geeks and Gamers? Welcome, if you're able to watch, because right now we are looking at potentially a cyber attack going on because YouTube is down for a lot of people. Facebook is down for a lot of people. Instagram is down. There's a lot going on right now, but we got Drunk 3PO in the house. What up?
Back again. I'm back again. Yes.
Is that it?
Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
My stuff messed up.
What the fuck, dude?
I was about to play off. Be like, Jeremy, is Jay frozen to you? But dude, it's crazy. So AT&T went out 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
And when I leave the house, I still don't have any cell service.
Really?
I got nothing.
Dude.
Like it'll occasionally a text will go through, but it won't be on iMessage. It'll just be regular standard text. I can't make phone calls. I can't do anything if I leave the house still.
You guys look frozen for me. Like I heard
right
Jeremy's
now?
intro. No, before.
Like let it go. Let it go.
Oh boy.
I don't know if you want to sing or whatever. Anyway, hi, Fear the Beardo.
That's
How you
so
doing?
weird.
Yeah.
How you doing? Doing good.
I mean,
good.
these cyber attacks are weird, man, and it's apparently we're getting hit again. Like I was just saying, my AT&T, it's been out for the past 2 weeks. I got nothing, no internet or anything unless I'm on Wi-Fi. So when I leave the house, dude, I hope that I don't get into a car accident or get mugged or something because I can't call anybody if something bad happens.
Yeah, dude. It's like right now. So I saw that Tim Pool tweeted this out. He said a cyber attack right here. So this is the down detectors right there. So Facebook, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, T-Mobile, YouTube, AT&T. So man, Threads, Google Play's even showing. Like man, this is
Valorant. I mean,
so
it's probably a good thing people aren't playing Valorant.
Yeah, but interesting stuff right now, man. Are any of you dealing with these issues? Because I know, like Jay, so I communicate with a lot of people through Facebook Messenger, and Jay texted me this morning. He goes, Messenger's down for me. I'm like, that's weird. And he goes, it's not just me. I was like, holy shit. And then you sent me a picture of YouTube was down.
My YouTube couldn't get pulled up.
Yeah, you couldn't access YouTube at all. And it does bring up like a bigger like question of like, dude, like it's pretty fucking scary how reliant on technology we are at this point. And it is Super Tuesday. I'm not going to bring like full-fledged politics into this discussion, but you know, this is like an elephant in the room type of thing. It's Super Tuesday. The day after the Supreme Court announces the 9-0 decision, and now suddenly we're having all of these social media platforms and cellular devices and companies having outages. Just saying, man.
Maybe it's the gravitational pull of the moon and Saturn when they aligned up just to specifically hit a solar flare that ruptured up our satellite systems that's reflecting off each other. And maybe the sun has something to do with it.
Damn, Jay. Holy shit. I was thinking it had something to do with the weird green lasers in Texas. Now all of a sudden Texas is on fire, the entire fucking state.
Damn, Jay, that was impressive. Did you practice that or
He was looking in front of a mirror this morning and rehearsed that about 30 times.
A little reading this morning, that's all.
Brain is sharp.
Yeah, we are here. We are live. Hopefully, many of you are able to tune in. We have no idea what's going on other than the fact that it seems like a lot of people are having problems on various social media platforms. The first person I saw tweeted out was Memology. Memology tweeted it out. Let's see. Gary says Stacey Abrams got too close to Lizzo.
Maybe.
Oof. Yeah. But yes, we have a lot to talk about. The Sweet Baby Inc. situation is pretty hilarious, and what's the most hilarious part of it is the act ma'am pretending to be shocked, apparently, and you know, that all goes back to what happened with pronouns and Az's rant and how the act ma'am basically had to make a big deal of this, and he was doing it because, and again, to be clear, there's nothing wrong with engagement farming, but that's exactly what the act ma'am was doing. If you go back to his tweets about Az, those are the most That's the most interaction I think we've ever seen him have on social media. Like he was getting 50, 60, 70,000 likes for trashing as
right?
yeah, absolutely. And now all of a sudden the gamer, Mr. The Actmam, surprised the Sweet Baby Ink situation. Oh wow, I'm so surprised by it. And then still being dismissive of Az and not just taking the L, and he's getting kind of crushed right now. So we will discuss all of that for sure. What's up, Yellow Flash in the chat? And we got a 50 from Tomox. A shout out to the Actmam, a better fence sitter than the Pool Man. He is a fence sitter for sure. Thank you, Tomox. And we might as well go ahead and kind of get right into that. So right here, this is Memology tweeted this out yesterday, and you know, the how it started versus how it's going. This tweet has 700,000 views right now. So this really went pretty viral. And you know, this was the Actmam calling him a gorilla-shaped man on the verge of crying because Starfield lets you pick pronouns at the start of the game and then never gets brought up again. Somebody please shoot this guy with a bear tranquilizer.
That's insane.
Attack someone.
If you don't agree with what his take was, that's one thing. But dude, like, went straight up, basically called the man, like, look at this fat, ugly man. That's basically what he should have. That's what he was trying to say.
Yeah.
Look at this. 100%. Look at this loser, all upset about pronouns. Look at this. Look how he looks.
Yep.
You know, these are the people that are upset at pronouns. Just look how they look. He just went straight on attacking. You know. It's so crazy, but it's so awesome how Az turned that gorilla comment into Silverback.
Hell yeah.
That's freaking awesome. So you know,
I just noticed Memology's bio, Biden Harris 2024. Oh. Damn it, Memology.
Jay's indirectly roasting. No, I'm not. I love Az. Az roasts me all the time.
But the Actmam then was like, I started looking into the Sweet Baby Ink stuff, and I can't fathom how a game studio would hire a narrative consultant group. Isn't that what lead writers are for? Why don't you hire a better writing team? Keep it in-house. Oh, he's so shocked at all of this, ladies and gentlemen. So they consult this firm to basically get better social credit score with the hopes of getting more investors. I think I just swallowed my own vomit. Well, welcome to the party. Welcome to the party, the Actmam. Maybe if you weren't so focused, and I responded to him and I was like, maybe if you were actually focusing on what was going on before instead of, kissing the corporate ass, you would have seen this, but you were too busy engagement farming. Again, nothing wrong with that, but don't act like that's not what you were doing.
Exactly.
It's exactly what you were doing. And you're no better than any other YouTuber that you criticize. And this is the thing I can't stand when these YouTubers try to act like they're holier than thou or they're better than everyone. And that's what he has, the Actman, who got mass demonetized like a couple years ago, and we all just sit there and had his back. I don't
just know last year.
Yeah, I don't know the fucking guy. I don't need to know the fucking guy. But I looked at his situation and I'm like, well, he's clearly this is wrong, and he got the whole situation resolved, mainly because people had his back, and now he's turned on a lot of those people. So I'm gonna roast Beardo later in the show, but I got to give him some credit here. Beardo, you were ahead of the curve on Starfield. Okay, I'll give you credit for that. Okay. Yeah. So you said Starfield was going to be a woke piece of shit before it even came out.
I did.
So you are vindicated on that front. What do you think about all of this with the Actman waking up to reality?
It's unfortunate because we did have his back last year, because we looked at the situation and we're like, if this can happen to him getting demonetized, it can happen to anyone. And then it did happen to us for about a day, and then they righted that wrong. It's unfortunate to see, and I think a lot of us have been warned about the Sweet Baby Ink situation, and there's been a few games that they've worked on most recently, and these developers, it takes several years, 4, 5, 6 years to make games, and when they start the development of these games, they think they're doing the right thing. They think that they were doing that they're going to get ahead of the curve on this woke, and they're going to get this new good credit score, the social woke credit score. And it seems like the closer we have got to now to current time, it's getting worse and worse and worse. We've seen they worked on God of War Ragnarok. Now, can you see, I played throughout God of War Ragnarok twice now. I do not see their influence in that game.
Here's some of the projects. Spider-Man 2.
So Spider-Man 2, so in Spider-Man 2, you can clearly tell where they had their influence in Spider-Man 2 in several different things. Specifically, the Miles Morales working for those missions for his high school, where he does help the gay couple go to homecoming together. The ugly Mary Jane, that's got to be 100% Sweet Baby Inc. making Mary Jane not hot anymore. And she wasn't hot in the first game, but she's definitely not hot in the second game. And that bullshit deaf girl spray paint mission, it's got to be Sweet Baby Inc. There's a lot of stuff in Spider-Man 2 that you look back on in hindsight and you can see, okay, that's where Sweet Baby Inc. had their influence.
For me, like me and Ryan were talking about this yesterday, and it's weird how these people get consulting gigs. It's like, you look at Helldivers 2, they obviously didn't care about Sweet Baby Inc. trying to influence them, but like how do you just start a consulting firm and go, all right, I'm going to be a consulting firm for video games to help them
standard.
out.
And
well, we've got this video right here that kind of puts it all in perspective. It's crazy. Right here. Listen to this. This puts it in perspective right here. So this is the co-founder of Sweet Baby Inc. Proudly explains the method she uses to force bosses at game studios to censor, alter, and diversify game projects she feels are problematic. Listen to this shit.
If you're a creative working in AAA, which I did for many, many years, put this stuff up to your higher ups. And if they don't see the value in what you're asking for when you ask for consultants, when you ask for research, go have a coffee with your marketing team and just terrify them with the possibility of what's going to happen if they don't give you what you want.
Wow.
Jeez, dude.
Terrify them.
That's blackmail.
That is, dude, this is what they do. This is what they do right here. Like, and it's not like this. There's nothing surprising about any of this. And then, oh my God, it hurts my soul. Okay. Just to be clear, I don't think this is an official release, but it is pretty funny that so I don't want Titanfall 3 anymore. I'm done. I'm out. Don't want Titanfall 3 anymore. Right here. Titanfall 3 will be inclusive and diverse. Nothing more important than knowing the identity of your new mech-style Titans. This is Respawn Entertainment. Inclusion matters. Inclusion matters. It's affecting every single aspect of it. Fuck Respawn. I hate what's the damn game? The Apex Legends. I hate Apex Legends. I think it's garbage.
Well, Apex Legends has a trans character.
Yeah, I fucking, and that's the only one I dislike. I just think the game's garbage. I think it's discount Titanfall, but it's everywhere, dude, everywhere. But back to your point, Jay, because you were talking about that when I pulled that clip up.
No, it's like what are they threatening with? Like
they're gonna call you names.
That's what I'm saying. Like we're at this point now where like they don't have any power. Like maybe several years ago they could get something trending that might make, I don't know, like that negative stuff against your company or your game. But now it's like no one cares. No one gives a crap. Nobody, like, we don't care about that stuff. So it's like, what can you possibly threaten, a gaming company if they don't use your services at this point? Like, what could you possibly do? These companies need to grow a pair of melons, man, and like just say, no, we're just going to make our own game the way we want to do it. And you guys just need to stay out of it. But I guess they have people on their board of directors that are just scared and nervous about mean tweets or whatever.
That's 100% what it is.
I
That's
just have
100%.
literally like no idea what they threaten them with. It's
they were
crazy
worried
to me.
about the blackmail of them going to Twitter and saying this gaming company didn't want to work with us. So you know what that means? That must mean that they are, an ist or an ism. All the bad words that they, are scared to call you on Twitter. And that's why you're seeing companies like Insomniac going through mass layoffs.
Hold on, this is what I think right here. This is excellent investment money right there. If they don't use these weird consultants, and just say, yeah, well, we used, the inclusion consultant. They're like, okay, now we'll invest in your company. That's what I think is actually what. But they've got to be able to make their own stuff, because now there's a list out there on Steam, that's like over 100,000 and growing of people that are like, we don't want to buy any games that this company, Sweet Baby Inc., has been, poking their nose around in. Like, we don't want to play those games.
Real quick, a 50 from Neil Johnson. It says, Trump 2024, it's happening. I will be live on my D-Day Cobra channel later today for Super Tuesday. So make sure you tune in for that. Thank you for the 50, Neil Johnson. Appreciate that.
Shout out.
Yeah, like right now, I was just having problems with Twitter all of a sudden, but I think it's back up now. I think we're good. Yeah. Okay. I think that was I don't think that was on Twitter's end at all. But yeah, man. So if you're just tuning in based on the title that we put in the show, Cyber Attack, right now, YouTube, a lot of people were reporting issues with YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. Did you say there was a couple of more that were having issues from Keemstar's tweet, Jay? What did he say? Was it
basically
Discord
the ones that you pulled up?
Okay.
Like
Sounds
Google,
like everything that's involved
everything but
tied
Twitter.
to Google.
Yeah.
Everything that's tied to Google is pretty much down.
Yeah. Gmail apparently was having issues as well, so that's going on. So it is wild. So that's what the title of the show was in reference to that. Now, what we're talking about right now is Sweet Baby Inc., and a lot of people are finally so. I haven't really talked about Sweet Baby Inc., but our audience has been telling me about Sweet Baby Inc. for a while now.
Yes.
They've been, and other people in our sphere have been talking about it. But the funny part is like the Act Man, who's a big time YouTuber, who went after Az from Heel versus Babyface over his Starfield rant. And Az has been completely proven 1000% right on his Starfield rant. 1000%. It's not even close.
Yeah, 100.
I mean, that thing is, I would argue, of everything that I've experienced since I've been in this whole corner of the internet, that might be the most viral moment that any of us have ever had. I don't know if there's anybody who's had a bigger viral moment than that.
Yeah, thanks,
that
Dan
was
Vask.
insane. Yeah, shout out to Dan Vask.
You might get some heat for this.
Yeah, you might get some heat for this. And, what we have seen since Starfield released is that these weirdos would rather talk about Az's pronoun rant than actually talk about Starfield.
Yeah.
They've talked about that.
And I freaking love how Az comes. He goes, tell me again why it's not important to you, and you keep bringing it up over and over. I love that comeback. It is just, it's perfectly said, and he's absolutely correct. It is very important to these people. We've seen the pronouns people come and get Gina Carano fired. We've seen them come after people for not putting stuff in their bio. We've seen how crazy these people are. And Az makes it, if you ever watch an Az gaming stream, he has rants like that on all his games all the time. It's just Dan Vass just happened to clip that one part out.
Might get a little heat for this.
And and so it's, but he's spot on. It is important to them because, and especially now more than ever, because they're losing. Yes. I think we've just gone over this hump now where it's just like they've tried to inject the pronoun stuff in everything that we do. I think one of the worst moments I've ever saw was that G.I. Joe video about pronouns. Was one of the worst, stupidest things like ever. And now it's like, people are making posts online about these pronouns where it's like nobody cares anymore. Like people are like, I wore my pronoun pin for the first time, and I was hoping to get a lot of people to say something. It's like, and they're like, nobody noticed, nobody cares, because we got people are tired of you shoving it in our face. That can't be like the only dragon that you slay in your entire life, that you brave enough to put a pronoun pin on when you went to work. It's so, here it is, right here. Here we go. I'll just share this real quick. This is just one of many that are all over. I came out at my work and got my new name tag and a shiny pronoun pin I was promised, and then it's like, nobody noticed my new name tag. Not even my closest friend. I asked if he wanted to see it, and I'd show it to him.
Oh my God.
And they're like, yeah, okay. This was a big step for me, and it means a lot. It took so much courage to get here, and nobody even cares. Nobody know. We don't care. Dude, it's like, we don't care, man.
Man, we beat a dead horse because we say it so
Beep,
much,
bop,
but
boop.
like they make it their whole fucking damn identity. What's special about you? I'm gay. Okay, well, what are you doing today? Something gay. All right, like, what are your plans? Well, I'm going to be gay this weekend. It's like, man, like, straight people don't talk like that. Like, it's not our identity. Oh, well, yeah, I'm probably going to, have sex with a woman this weekend. I'm going to have sex with my wife. It's like, okay, like, nobody gives a fuck. Nobody gives a fuck. We don't talk that way. Regular straight people don't talk that way. But it's like, it's the only fucking thing that they care about. Is their entire identity. It's just, they're doing something that's gay. I'm special. I'm cool because I'm gay. Like, bro, we don't care.
They want to clip you right now for that.
Yeah, they're probably going to clip it and take it out of context. They're going to post it on Twitter, and it's going to be like, look, Beardo's doing gay shit.
You might get some heat for this.
Might get some heat for this, but it's true.
I mean, again, I don't know if I've ever talked about this online, but I used to work retail. I don't know if I've ever mentioned that before. It's never been mentioned that I worked retail. But the one thing that, like, and this is completely changed now. Like, you go to Walmart, you go to a grocery store, like, you go anywhere. Sometimes you can't even tell who the fucking employees are because they don't even have a dress code anymore. You know what I mean? Back in my day, like, I couldn't wear an Alabama football hat to work because it wasn't part of the fucking dress code. You know what I mean? The only time that we could wear, like, sports, remember, like, your shirts or jerseys, is there was a designated day, that, like, the Friday before, like, a big college football weekend or something like that, or a big NFL weekend. It was a designated day that everybody could do that.
It was like casual Fridays.
Yes, you couldn't wear anything that wasn't part of the dress code to work. Now I go in stores all the time. I walked into a GameStop the other day, and this fucking retard was wearing a rainbow mask, like, that worked there.
Well, to be fair, Jeremy, I do think that is part of the dress code for working at GameStop.
That's a good one.
Real quick. Real quick. This is pretty funny. Twitter, or X, just tweeted, "We all know why you're here right now."
All right, that's really good.
That's pretty good.
Really good. That is really good, actually.
But dude, like dress codes, dude. In my high school, we weren't allowed to wear blue hats or red hats because they were afraid it would be gang affiliated. So we couldn't wear Dodgers hats or Angels hats. For dress code.
Well, we were talking about this yesterday. Our first job was, like, at a movie theater, and even they had dress. Like, they didn't want you to. You had a dress code. If you work at Walmart, they have a dress code. They want you to wear, like, the blue polo,
right?
And the cat. I mean, it's like, dear God, man, just learn a trade, man. Get to work and.
Well, now you're at a point you can't tell these weirdos, like, at their job, like, no, you can't put your pronouns on your name tag, or you can't put your pride flag on your name tag, or, like, if you do that, then they're going to sue you. Or they're going to claim some victim nonsense around it. It's insane. It's insane. We got one for Beardo here. Here you go, Beardo, for Chris.
Chris Bolts for a 20. Beardo, or Beard. What do you mean you couldn't see the Sweet Baby Inc.'s influence in God of War Ragnarok? A gay lover mission? Which one? Freya being overplayed? Well, actually, Freya's a good character. A black girl in Norse mythology? Okay, yeah. So Angrboda, I forgot about that one. Woman as berserkers? Okay. There were influences all throughout that game. Okay, sure. But it's not shoved down your throat like it is in other games. Like in Suicide Squad is the worst one.
Well,
so far that we've seen.
I think that like we as fans, we have our times that we've forgiven stuff. I did it with Disney Star Wars, like I looked past like any concerns I had, especially like The Force Awakens, it was Star Wars, and it's like once things come full circle, you start to realize like, okay, wait a minute. I do remember that now. And it will have a bigger impact moving forward on a lot of different franchises and things like that. And now it's got to the point where now we're really hypersensitive to this stuff moving forward. And sometimes, it's not as bad as we anticipate. And sometimes it's far worse than we anticipated. But at the end of the day, there has to be a hard line drawn where identity politics is garbage. Okay. It just is. Any identity politics is garbage. If you go back and listen to The Force Awakens when they were talking about it and talking about the casting, they were talking about diversity during all of that. Now, we weren't in a time where we were worried about that shit. We weren't thinking about it. But yeah, you start going. And again, I've talked about this many times where when I was at Star Wars Celebration in 2017, I was at the Battlefront panel when they were announcing Battlefront 2. Battlefront 2. I was at the panel. Okay. Now I liked Battlefront, the first Battlefront 2017. I know it was online and I know all that. I even liked Battlefront 2, even though it's bullshit. But anyway, we're standing there in a room full of fucking people, probably like 97% dudes. And this chick gets up on stage and she's like, "Are there any girl gamers in the room?" And you heard like two people go, "Woo!" in this room full of hundreds of people. And I'm thinking to myself, this is before I'm calling everything out. And I'm like, why the fuck would you ask that question? You know what I mean? Like, why are you asking gender specific questions whenever anything or anybody bases anything off identity politics? It's garbage. It's trash. It just has to be that way. Like, we have to draw a hard line in the sand.
Well, it's because they don't invest in story or anything else. They're investing in the message, and they're investing in that, and that's where they push that stuff. And so it's like, hey, come play this game because we made it diverse. Well, how's the story? How's the gameplay? How's this? How's that? Well, what do you care about that? You could play as a non-binary. Isn't that fun?
Yeah.
No, it's not. Yeah. It's not fun at all.
No, so it's absolutely not.
And that's where they're putting all their money in. So, I mean, look, all right, little off course, little Disney World news. We all know that they got rid of one of the iconic rides, Splash Mountain, because
one of the best rides ever.
Message, right? It's bad. If someone got offended, they're building the Tiana's Bayou to replace it. And some of the first pictures have just came out. This looks like a giant toilet. You're telling me you replaced an iconic ride that everybody loved, that literally maybe two fat people with blue hair had a problem with, and you're changing it to this? This is where all your money's going? This looks like something that someone put in a toilet and is getting ready to flush. That looks like crap. This is an embarrassment.
For those that don't know, Splash Mountain at Walt Disney World. I don't know if I've ever been on Splash Mountain at Disneyland, but at Walt Disney World, Splash Mountain, iconic. Yeah. Like, it was one of the definitive icons of the park. And
likewise at Disneyland.
Okay, and they because of social pressure. Social media pressure and a few really, really unattractive people that can't get a date basically cried about it on social media. They have completely
ride.
Yeah, they deemed it a racist ride. They then have completely shut it down and repurposed it to The Princess and the Frog. And no one wants this. No one wants it.
Right.
No one wants it. It's insane.
And now it looks like a toilet. It looks awful. So maybe they'll add a couple more hedges. I don't know, but
it's crazy. Alec Baldwin's finger dropped a 50 gifted memberships. Woo. Let's freaking go. Alec Baldwin's finger. He don't miss. Okay. He don't miss. Out. You know who else don't miss? We got over 4,000 people here, ladies and gentlemen, on Geeks and Gamers Daily. And we have 400 on Rumble. Let's go. Shout out to all of you in the chat. Appreciate it. Gremlin
Every time I'm on stream.
Who?
Every time I'm on stream, something magic happens.
Like what?
Like 4,000 people.
I was thinking the same thing.
Except Mario
for me.
It's been bangers like the last two times.
I've also been on Mario Kart.
Gremlin for 50 says, I love the pronouns they label themselves with them, and it shows me who not to bother with. 1000%. I mean, honestly, like I was at a Target and I saw some weirdo with pronouns on their fucking name tag or some shit. I turned around and walked out. Now, again, did I accomplish anything really? Because I just went to another fucking woke fucking store like Walmart or some bullshit. You know what I mean? But I just was like, fuck off, man. Like, I can't take this stuff. I can't take it. It just is. It's so frustrating. Everywhere you turn, you see this. And again, the Sweet Baby Ink stuff it's just a minor thing in a much bigger world that even people, like I said, with the Act Man. Again, I don't think the Act Man actually cares about the Sweet Baby Ink situation. I think that he's just basically looking and seeing like, oh, the conversation is shifting in this direction, so I'm gonna have to move over into that direction now.
And people are getting tons of views for making videos. Of course, I didn't make one, so and but yeah, it's like when he just blows like a reed in the wind, man. Like most of these people do.
Yeah.
When they just want to criticize and make fun of others and not look at the bigger picture. And then once it's popular, like right now, boobs are popular. So it's like,
right.
So everything, now like there's boobs all over social media.
I tend to think Sydney Sweeney has a little bit more to do with the people watching than either one of the YouTube fucking losers. But
100%. I agree with that. I agree with that. We need to put her in every thumbnail from now on.
Yes, absolutely, man. Chat, has Jeremy talked about the Titanfall 3 news? Well, I don't think that's Titanfall 3 news. I think that this person was basically making the point that we don't really need a Titanfall 3. I'll pull that back up real quick. So this is
their tweet came off as satire a little bit.
Yeah. So right here it is. So Titanfall 3 will be inclusive and diverse. Nothing more important than knowing the identity of your new mech style Titan. So unless there's other news that's out there, this is sarcasm, and it's basically taking a shot at this group of Respawn weirdos. So again, just like anything else, Lucasfilm of today is not the Lucasfilm that you remember.
Oh no, not even.
Respawn of today is not the Respawn that made Titanfall 1 and Titanfall 2. It's just not. Respawn is that's current day Respawn right there.
And the Rocksteady that made the classic Arkham games is not the same Rocksteady that made the Suicide Squad.
Yeah. I mean, it's not a good situation in the gaming industry right now, and it's going to continue to get worse and worse. But, I retweeted it, and I basically was like, I don't want Titanfall 3 anymore, and I mean it. Again, for those that don't know, Titanfall 2 and Titanfall 1 and 2 are two of my favorite games ever made, and I've forever wanted a Titanfall 3. But if that's what Respawn's all about now, and I don't play Apex Legends at all, so if that's what they're all about, I'm out. I don't need a Titanfall 3. Just leave it alone. Let it die. Let it go away. It'd be better to not get it.
I'm all for it.
Let's see.
I'm all for it. That's for sure.
Man. Yeah. So we will see. And I know there's always going to be people like, well, Nintendo's not into all that stuff. They're not, but they are into suing the fuck out of companies and ending them. That whole story. We may get into that another time, but this is the thing. That's why, at least when it comes down to the actual games that are being produced, at least Nintendo doesn't go into that direction. But Nintendo has a whole different set of problems that they bring to the table, and that's just part of it. And Nintendo is a strange company, to say the least. A strange company. Let's see. Red Mage says, Beardo saying exactly what I see. Tell me who you are and what makes you unique. If you prioritize your race, sexual identity, etc., as what makes you unique, that's pretty shallow. 1,000%. 1,000%.
Boring.
is pretty boring.
It's boring.
Boring. I've got the 50 from Tomac, Jed. Tobias, Nexus for 10. Weird that I'm not having any issues out here in Cali. The only cyber attack I dealt with last night was my cat decided to get behind my desk and turn off the power on my PC mid-podcast. Well, that sucks.
Well, get rid of your cat.
Also, Tobias says, I hate to say it, but having a Black Norse god didn't start with God of War and Sweet Baby Inc. Let's see.
Marvel. MCU.
Yeah.
They made Heimdall Idris Elba. Idris Elba was Heimdall.
That's right. And that's the thing. So we saw the thank you, Tobias, and he had said that in his tweet. We got the casting for James Gunn's Superman, and again, I like most of James Gunn's movies. There's a Black Perry White, which is a carryover from The Man of Steel, race swapping of Perry White. And we've got other people that have been race swapped. And it's like, why? Race swapping at its core is bullshit. It just is. And it doesn't matter if we're talking about a white character turning black or a black character turning white. It's bullshit. Nobody wants a white Blade. All right. Now, for meme purposes, we do, for meme purposes, I would absolutely I would rather have Ryan Kendall as Black Panther than a Titanfall 3 at this point. I would rather see Ryan Kendall as Black Panther for meme purposes. But if we're talking about in a reality where identity politics is not something we have to focus on, of course, I would not want someone to be like Blade cast as a white dude. It was just keep it as Blade. But yeah, so there's no point in this. Who was it? Who was fucking Gordon in the Batman, Beardo?
It was Wright.
Jeffrey Wright. I think he's a great actor. He's also a psychopathic leftist lunatic, but I think he's a great actor. Didn't need to be Gordon. He just didn't. He didn't need to be Gordon.
He didn't need to be. No. He shouldn't. It's going down the whole rabbit hole of the race swap. Did he do a fine job? Sure. Mm-hmm. Like you said, he's a good actor. Was he convincing as Gordon? Yeah, sure. But Commissioner Gordon isn't black. Commissioner Gordon's, he's a white guy. So
yeah. But at the end of the day, The Dark Knight Rises is a better Batman movie.
Here we fucking go.
So I'm just telling you like it is. It's just facts. It's just facts.
Right.
But if you're looking for more information on the Sweet Baby Inc. stuff, we do have an article over on geeksandgamers.com. Yes. And we can get that link dropped potentially in the chat. But so we've been picking up a lot of our content over there on geeksandgamers.com. So make sure you guys go over there and check that out. We would appreciate it. All right, Beardo, I know you had another story in the gaming world, didn't you? What was the other story we were going to talk about? I can't remember. You had brought something up before the show.
Oh, yeah. So it's the second it's the second link that I dropped right there.
Pull it up.
All right.
And but while you're doing that, I got this. Tobias says, you want heated? I'll get the chat heated for you. Alan Wake 2 was fine. Battlefield 2042 is fun. COD has zero memorable music. Halo 3 was average. Starfield, after heavy modding, was decent. And Tobias Nexus is a furry. I just want everybody to know the person that said all of that is a furry. Halo 3 was average? Okay, are you kidding me?
So that had to... What fucking retard said this?
Tobias Nexus.
Okay, well, they give a lot of money.
They do.
That's like Kanye West. That's fucking retarded. Okay?
Yes,
you realize that modders gave up on modding Starfield because it was fucking boring. Yes. They said this game is boring. It's not even worth modding because it's fucking boring.
That was Tobias said, but he did remind everybody at the end he's a furry, which I appreciate because he knew he was stepping in it. Listen, Halo 3 is legendary on every level. Like, it really is. Like, you just can't put into words, man. And I was never a big Halo guy until I played Halo 3. And then playing Halo 3 in its peak, and I'm just talking about the campaign, not even the multiplayer. But that was my first time playing Halo. Like, I played Combat Evolved when it first came out, but I didn't get pulled into it that much. I played Halo 3 with a friend of mine. We co-opted and, beat it, went all the way through it and beat the campaign. And I was just like, holy shit, man, this game is incredible. It blew me away. And then I had to go back and play, Halo 1 and Halo 2. That's what introduced me to Halo. But Halo 3 at its peak, for those that don't know, nothing was close at that point in time. Nothing at all. What you got, Beardo? Here we go.
So Major League Baseball, the show. So this is also a PlayStation exclusive, but you can play as a woman now in the next upcoming Major League Baseball 2020.
It's sharing multi-screen. You're sharing audio. Don't share audio on there. It was sharing my audio. You fucked it up. Just drop the link. I'll get it.
It's right here. It's the second one in the chat. Twitter, MLB. Okay. I don't know.
Oh, yeah. Well, I mean, we do know that's for sure. So right here. Okay. Yes. Oh yeah. I haven't seen this yet. Oh my God.
Woman paving the way into the show. Let me remind you that yes, women were once in Major League Baseball during fucking World War II when all of the men were out fighting a war. Okay. I was about to say the other N-word, not that N-word, the other N-word. The four-letter N-word. The four-letter one.
What am I doing here? Trying not to get canceled.
When men in America were fighting
when men were fighting a war.
When men were fighting a war in fucking World War II. That's when we had women in Major League Baseball. It's been 80 fucking years, okay?
Making it worse.
But here we go. We have MLB The Show. You can play as a woman.
Here we
play the trailer.
I'm crying. Hang on. There we go.
Women pave the way.
When it comes to big league dreams, no two are alike. Some want to swing for the fences. Some want to put on a show. Some want to perform when it's all on the line. And some want to change the game.
And it's got the entire sports world taking notice.
Whatever your big league dreams, they're
taking
yours
notice,
to unlock
all right.
in Road to the Show. Unlock your dreams. Own the show.
Dude, could you imagine playing as some bitch and taking Justin Verlander 450 into center? What are we doing?
We're living in this weird time period where people insist they think they need to see themselves in the movies and games and TV shows. I need to see myself.
Let's see if they answer. What is a woman?
It's so freaking crazy to me how that works.
Oh my God. I can't believe how bad that is. I'm speechless. Like, it's not a parody. It's not a parody.
What are they going to do in the locker room? Are we going to are they going to have any locker room talk? Or?
Somebody just
any locker room talk.
Somebody said in the chat, all we wanted was an updated franchise mode. Like, all we wanted was a little update, not this.
Oh, you want an update? You'll get an update, and you'll get it and like it.
Can we play as Sydney Sweeney?
Right. Is there a bikini mode?
Yeah,
Holy
exactly.
Crap, man. That is amazing. Again, just when you think things can't get crazier, it gets crazier. There's no limit. There's no line these fucking freaks won't cross.
That's something.
God, it hurts. It hurts my brain.
What if you're the pitcher and you beam a girl in the head in the game? Are they going?
No, here's the thing.
Are they going to be all upset? And
there will be people that fucking do that on purpose. There will be people who will blatantly try to make like a TikTok or an Instagram reel of them just, high and tight, just trying to nail. Well, yeah, trying to nail.
Why don't they just make like a fast pitch
Pissed?
softball.
Pissed?
Yeah, pissed.
Dude,
I was reading.
nobody's gonna buy it.
this.
Nobody's gonna
reading
buy it,
Keith-
Jay. That's the thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Nobody's gonna buy it.
That's the whole.
And then when it
meatball
doesn't,
in itself is that if they make if they made a WNBA game, no one would buy it. So they got to interject in the stuff that people will buy. They have to take over our IPs, take over our franchises, take over everything that we love, and insert their nonsense in because they know they can't do it on their own. Because no one cares. That's the whole thing. I was reading Keith Olbermann's tweet. That's why I said piss. Sorry. So I don't know if you guys caught that yesterday. So it's like,
I saw that.
Yeah. But yeah, it's sad. But
yeah.
I mean, if they really believed in it, if they really believed in this nonsense, they would make their own. Hey, play transgender volleyball. You know, let's have that game. EA Sports. Let's make it happen. So it's like, you know. But they won't do it because no one will buy it.
Dude, if they actually made a women's beach volleyball video game, I would play the shit out of that for obvious reasons.
Here's what's about to happen with MLB The Show right here. Right here. So straight white males, this movie is not for you. And then the movie fails. And then a month later, why are straight white males refusing to see this movie? And that's what's going to happen right there. It happens every single time. It happens every single time they come up with one of these nonsensical identity politics driven marketing campaigns. Something fails, and then you get this right here. So my goodness, man,
it's just crazy to me. Like, do they not like? You see what's going on with Doritos right now?
No,
Doritos has a new.
We were talking about it yesterday.
Transgender male that was caught tweeting at like 12-year-olds.
So
what?
They just made it into like they just were like, I'm like, do you guys not learn anything?
Yeah,
like anything? Like what? But you just keep doing this, and then immediately after it was announced, we pulled up like a few articles where it's like Doritos is it's crazy. Doritos is facing backlash for their new spot. Yeah, Doritos just picked Samantha Hudson as their brand ambassador in Spain. I can't read these on YouTube, but you could see the highlight. Identifies as a non-binary trans girl, mocking victims. Like they have all the tweets and stuff. And so Doritos is like, that's perfect. Let's make this person a brand ambassador. This is wonderful. What a great idea. Sweet Baby Inc. was probably involved. It's like they don't learn. Like, I don't get it. Like, did you not watch what happened with Bud Light and everything else? Now you're gonna affect Doritos? Come on, man. I have no words, man, because it's like, how can you be this stupid? But they are. So it's just like that's where we are. And they still are not learning. And then they wonder why no one's watching movies anymore. And no one's like, you know, the video games that they put out that nobody likes. Well, why is anybody playing those? Why is everybody talking about Saturday Night Live this weekend? That doesn't make any sense. Like, what? It's so they live in this weird world where they think that they're on the right side of history. It's so bizarre to me.
Yep.
And you know, and then Doritos will end up going on a apology tour and all that other crap, and it's just, you know,
well, they won't apologize. What they'll do is they'll just they'll make a new campaign with somebody else, like how Bud Light did. Bud Light didn't apologize for Del Mulvaney, but what they did is they hired Emmett Smith and Peyton Manning and Post Malone, and they started doing all of this other advertisements to try to get back on people's good terms. But they'll never fucking apologize. They would never apologize. Doritos isn't going to apologize. If they get enough backlash for this, you're not going to see an apology out of them. You'll just see them do something else with a different campaign to try to get back in people's good graces.
Well, they need to just hire Alex Jones, and then everybody will forgive him. I'm just saying,
it's like, how can you sit there at the table as executives and go, we have a great idea for a campaign. This person right here. Well, why don't can you just do a simple background check? You know, like usually when you applied for a job, you had to fill out stuff and people wanted to make sure you weren't crazy, you know? Yeah. So it's like, they're like, sure, that looks good. Is that what all the hip kids like? All right, let's do this. Let's go. And I don't know, man. I have no words, man. It's just like they just keep doing it. No matter what, they learn nothing. Just keep doing it.
The chat won't really want us Beardo to know about DOA, Dead or Alive Volleyball.
Yeah,
Do you not know about that game? It's been around forever.
Well, I haven't been around forever.
What the fuck does that mean? The fuck does that mean?
I just showed up. I just spawned in.
Get the fuck out of here.
All right.
Shut up, silly woman.
There, that's for Beardo. Man, he just left. He's gone. Well, I mean, it's a better show without him, to be honest with you. Views went up, so we'll be okay. Add him back if he gets in here, Jay. Joey 0316 says Perry White was also race swapped in Zack Snyder's Man of Steel movie. He did a great job, as you expect him, but it wasn't necessary. Absolutely. There he is. He's back. He's back.
Sorry, something weird happened.
Tobias Nexus for 10 says, told you I'd get it all heated. Halo 3 is fun, and the multiplayer was insanely fun. I gave up on Starfield pretty fast. Just needed to see how many feathers I could ruffle. Okay, respect where it's due right there, buddy. Right, the Tank says Sony was forced to put the show on other platforms, and now they are trying to tank the franchise. Hail the 199, and Beardo is a Melody Mac word. River Miles says,
okay,
with jiggly physics in a heartbeat. Lottie, sweet baby Jesus, make this happen, as Sweet Baby Inc. surely won't. Alex C says the Batman is a great movie. Bruce is still young and angry and hasn't learned how to be the playboy yet. He just knows how to be Batman, and Zoe Kravitz is wonderful eye candy. Hail 199.
Well said.
I don't hate the Batman movie. I've seen it twice now. I liked it less the second time. I don't hate it. I think it's a fine movie, but I don't think it's a great movie. But Beardo thinks it's the best movie ever made.
Oh, right, yeah. Because I said
that.
For the Emperor, it says, get out and vote. That's right. Today is Super Tuesday. Again, I'll be on my D-Day Cobra channel later covering Super Tuesday. We will have Tuesday night's main event. These two gentlemen will be there and a few others. And of course, that's what brings all the viewership here is these guys. Chris Coran says, prayers for our angel, Dawn Howe. Yes, absolutely.
Yeah,
RIP to Dawn.
Like if you don't mind, like if you didn't know, like yesterday, and Gina tweeted this out too. Like this was Dawn was a huge supporter of Geeks and Gamers. There she is right there. That's like one of the last photos that she ever took. And she came to the meetup. She wanted to meet everybody. Sweetest person ever. She would come to Orlando multiple times, and we would always take her around Universal. And just a wonderful person. Just a tragic loss. It just was shocking yesterday. I got someone from their family reached out to me and just let us know that she had passed away. She just got sick and just passed away. I don't know the full details yet, but she loved Geeks and Gamers. She loved Gina. She loved all of us here. She loved watching Mario Kart. She thought it was hilarious when everybody would yell at each other and stuff. And it's so I just all the kind words that people are writing about her all over social media is awesome.
It is awesome.
So she really did touch so many people, So
yeah. There's been a lot of love for her, and I'm sure that's meant the world to her family. So I found out about it when I was live, as well, and then we pulled up your tweet, Jay. It's just so sad. So but it makes me just there's so many awesome people that watch us and interact with us, and hope everybody's doing well out there. It was wild. But rest in peace to
Dawn. Amazing.
She was awesome. Jessica Avery says, did y'all see Marty O'Donnell is running as rep and supports Trump? Yes, Halo composer. Yokozuna says Michigan having some internet issues here also. So from the chat, are you guys still experiencing issues, whether it be on it? Obviously, if you're on YouTube, it's fine because you're here. But are you seeing any issues out there with people talking about YouTube on social media? We were getting reports that YouTube was having problems, Facebook Messenger, Instagram, and T-Mobile and AT&T and Google Play were all having problems. Beardo's Secret Illiterate Racism says, I hope everybody stored up food and water. Let's see. Jaffe Cree says, Jay looks like a Wookiee. No Comprendo says, Castbox won't push Geeks and Gamers podcast since January 2024. Castbox, what is that?
Well, we're on Spotify and Apple.
That's right.
Apple Podcasts. So we usually upload all the dailies and Tuesday nights main events over there.
Yep.
So you can check us out. We do pretty well over there. So if you want to listen to the show or like some of the past stuff, it's all over there on Spotify. Just look for Geeks and Gamers Network, and it'll be there in Apple iPod.
Kyle Denson says, our meta accounts are down. I blame the Orange Man. Trump victory is imminent. Also, Act Man coming in with damage control. That's all he's doing. Let's see. RL Dog 99 says, did Jay tell you he's going to be at the con with Steiner in Virginia?
Right here, baby. Coming up this month, I will be at GalaxyCon with Gina Carano, and I'm more excited to hang out with
Bad
Scott
Booty Daddy is in the house. Let's go.
That's gonna be my mission. Is like not to like. I gotta get a picture with Scott Steiner. Like,
dude, it's Scott Steiner.
Sting is gonna be there too.
Sting, Barry freaking Windham, Ric Flair. Wow.
Ric Flair already yelled at me once, and so that'll be, I'll avoid him. But Trish, oh my gosh.
Trish Stratus.
But Scott Snyder, I got my bullseye on you, buddy.
Lex Luger. That's crazy, man. That's awesome right there.
Oh, yeah. By the way, Gina will be there and a few others. But
look at that. Man, that's a pretty good lineup. Go back up to the top. Who all's there? Let's see. So you got
the Emperor.
Even, yep.
Jax,
my boy
Sons
Jax.
Of Anarchy.
Yes, Jax Teller, baby.
Dolph Lundgren. That'll be interesting. Ron Perlman, I'm sure he really loves Geeks and Gamers. We have never talked about him ever. So we'll see how that goes. But yeah, no, this is a great lineup that they have. Dude, Urkel's gonna be there. I gotta go meet Urkel.
Look at that.
That's gonna be great. But yeah, this is happening in Richmond, Virginia. So if you're in the area and you want to come hang out and see us, please, man, come by and say hey. We'd love to meet you guys. So oh man,
that's awesome.
Peter Cullen's gonna be there. So yeah, it's happening
awesome.
in just a few days, man. Like,
all right, there we go. So yeah, make sure you guys go show some support over there. Rob says Beardo licks Sony's Spinks. He's a shill, man, just crushing you. Are you a Sony shill, Beardo?
I've always been a PlayStation guy. Like I've that's no secret. I've always been a PlayStation guy. Was I excited for Spider-Man 2? Abso-fucking-lutely. Did I enjoy it on my first playthrough? Yeah. But when I played it, and all the VODs are still on my fucking YouTube channel, if you want to go back and listen, I was very critical of all of the stupid, dumbass shit that they did put into the game. Did it live up to expectations? Not quite exactly. I thought this was Game of the Year material. It was nominated. Obviously, it was nominated for a lot of things. It didn't fucking win. And probably deservingly so. Baldur's Gate 3 took the world by storm last summer. And hey, it is what it is, Sweet Baby Inc. It's a real fucking thing. And with God of War Ragnarok, I like God of War Ragnarok. God of War Ragnarok, awesome combat. It's fucking brutal. It's gory. It's bloody. Kratos is a fucking badass. I love all the God of War games. So no, am I on Sony's payroll? No. Am I a Sony shill? No. But I've always been a PlayStation guy, so I guess that's
Nintendo.
So he's a Sony shill. Let's just
there you go.
Nintendo better. 50 Shades of Grayson. Sweet Baby Inc. is literally Hitler 199. Omar says special 1 year anniversary Geeks and Gamers Daily, March 13th.
Whoa.
Now is the time. Jeremy, let's have Jay sing a special intro for Daily and force Ryan to listen to it. So March 13th is the anniversary for the very first Daily. Wow. Is that actually, does that fall on a weekend or is it a weekday that we're going to be able to do that? Yeah, it's a Wednesday. Sweet. All right. Well, time will tell. I mean, it's going to be and then we've got the 199 anniversary coming up as well. I've got that on geeksandgamers.com. I've got an article over there breaking that whole thing down. So Cristiano says, what the fuck, Beardo? What about all the North gods of color in God of War Ragnarok?
Yeah,
we covered it. We got it.
Talked about that.
Thomas says, Geeks and Gamers, high tea Tuesdaily.
Hey.
Project Taco says, does Geeks and Gamers need a consultant? Y'all need more taco representation.
Yeah.
McCock says, we're having a threesome today. Jay, I think you should call Ryan a fig. He would respect you for the grift. And Jeremy, you're a fig. Thank you. Cable says, Jer, are you watching WNBA once Caitlin Clark plays in it? Dude, I saw some of the female women's basketball is getting better ratings than the NBA. I thought Clay Travis tweeted that. I got to check that out. Elite Neo says, I think I just heard Vosh whimper at Beardo's comment about beating a dead horse. Occam's Razor says, what's a Facebook? I honestly don't know. Only been banned since 2016. It's probably for the best. Chris Bolt says, LGBT, we're tired of being used to validate your BS. Beardo's secret illiterate racism. Beardo, what are you doing today? Something gay. Ronan the Crusader says, Beardo, why are you gay? Masturbator says, the Walmart here doesn't have a dress code anymore. Blue Eye Scorpio says, yeah. So
did not know that.
Kratos, Blue Eye Scorpio says Kratos was cucked in Ragnarok, other than taking out Heimdall. He didn't do anything.
He killed a lot of fucking dragons.
Steiner Math says, reminder, Spider-Man 2 lost $350 million and lost money.
I don't think it lost money. It didn't make as much as they wanted to, but I don't think they lost money.
Elite Neo says, High T says, High T is Takeover Geeks and Gamers Daily. Maybe. Golden Nugget says, gay, Sweet Baby Inc. Occam's Razor Ramon says, Beardo gives me gas. Anthony for $1, thank you. Skinny Cartman, boobs are always in style. Beardo's secret illiterate racism. Sydney Sweeney is the greatest actress of all time. Spider Claw, don't forget that Isabella Merst being hot girl erased yet another ginger. Callum says, Arkham Origins is the best Bane. It wouldn't surprise me if Sweet Baby Inc. woman got some ideas from Anita. Also Ta-Nehisi Coates. SBZ says,
was awesome.
SBZ says, kick Tobias Nexus. Callum says, but Neil Puckman would fit in Sweet Baby Inc. or hire them. Steiner Math, this show isn't PS exclusive anymore. Hercules says, Halo is trash. Mass Effect way better. Blue Eyed Scorpio says, when men were off slaughtering N-words.
The German N-words. The fucking German N-words. Those guys.
Callum says Halo 3 had competition with COD 4 and Valve's Orange Box. Orange Box was amazing. Dragon Dad says, I don't know what's funnier, Beardo explaining World War II or Krista saying I've been screaming all night. Callum, do women intentionally ruin everything? Do we need to put the No Girls Allowed sign again?
Little rascals.
David P says Ryan is going to love this game because he's going to be able to hit the women.
The baseball, take him right in the head.
Tobias says, you want a women's volleyball game, Beardo. DOA Extreme Volleyball. Come for the sport, stay for the graphics. Kyle Denson, yo, that's genius. A bikini mode with jiggle physics like the old DOA fighting volleyball games. I'll join Stellar Blade for being of culture. Callum says, it does worry me of the push to add P to the gay alphabet. And in Spain, there were pride parade with underage boys in lingerie. I'm serious.
It's only a matter of time.
Let's see. Short, fat. Let's see. Ataku says, I used to know Felix Kramer of Sweet Baby Inc. met Hedekon. Lots of deep lore there. They're pretty crazy nowadays, but they weren't always that way. Joey says, if anyone wants to have fun time gaming with friends without all the woke BS, play Helldivers 2, RIP Dawn. Fun with Brenly says, hacker glitch, here to find out. It's Super Tuesday. That's my theory. I haven't looked since the stream started. I haven't looked to see if there's any updates on everything. I know the Down Detector had Facebook, Instagram, Facebook Messenger, T-Mobile, YouTube, AT&T, Valorant, Threads, and Google Play were all showing down. So I guess time will tell. Wally Ray says, Beardo is here. His reading gave me AIDS. Yokozuna says, Jay when you talk to Scott Steiner, definitely get him to do the line "numbers don't lie," and it spells disaster. Mud says the Orthodox Christian Church has warned for 2,000 years that homosexuality, sexual degeneracy is slippery slope that leads to more evil acts. SBZ, don't say J, don't say J.
Yeah.
Say Ron Perlman. Juju B says news suppression maybe with the outage. Keep watch. Yeah, I mean, it will be interesting to see how that whole situation plays out. I'm not sure. River Miles says Dorito just, let's see. Dorito, dust, and what is this? Dilation stations can't mix well. Bad move, PepsiCo. I got to look into the Doritos thing more. I didn't even know about that. Lord of the Reese is doing my part to recharge Jeremy's social battery. We need a Cobra cast every day now with these shenanigans. Hail, Geeks Gamers in the 199 Snake Pit Battalion. Free the re. Mighty Megatron. Here's the kicker on the Gaypex Legends. They don't do the same voice over when it comes to their gay and trans stuff in other countries. Oh, yeah, of course not. Of course not. Lord of the Reese says Beardo. They race swapped. Yeah, in God of War. Maybe not the game breaking, but it's still pretty obvious. Lord of the Reese says Actman pre-ordered Starfield. I have a clip on my channel demonstrating how Battlefield 2042 is objectively a dog shit, and the only decent parts of the game are the maps from Battlefield 3. Wesley says the last time we went to war with the N-words, America was a very different place. Thank you for that, Beardo. Appreciate you putting me in the position to read those. Dom H with 5 gifted memberships. Thank you so much. Replicant Patriot with a gifted membership. Thank you. Slagless says, Az may be creepy, annoying, and the worst part of this sector, but he's always right about Starfield. Oh, man, Az is awesome.
Yeah, he
Super
is.
Mastermind says, Sweet Baby Inc. just kicked off Twitter. Retro Meister says, I mentioned on WDW Pro's members only show that Sweet Baby Inc. is the serpent in the gaming. And now, thanks to this black list, it proves it's Gamergate 2.0 and exposes Sweet Baby Inc. as another blight connected to BlackRock. Crazy Clown Town says, I have a new term for the pronoun freaks, pronoun piranhas. Steiner Mass says, Beardo's my guy, but damn, he will bend over backwards and have a blind eye for Sony games. Damn, Beardo.
Whatever.
Getting crushed.
Thanks, Steiner Math.
Let's see. Where are we at? Michael. There we go. You want to finish it out? Go ahead, Beardo. All you.
All right, Michael for 3 months. Question. Are all these sea pigs born in 2000? No hardship and all on a splatter? Thanks, Michael. Dark Rays Breeze version for 11 months. Brie Larson is better than Tootsie Pop Head Mid Sweeney Nuga? IG is down for me here in California, but in all seriousness, Skydney Sweeline is mid. Brie Brigade 199. Josh 316 for 7 months. Sweet Baby Inc. is Jeremy's stage name. Yeesh. Malakot for 9 months. The 2023 NHL game for EA has women in it too. Rob Morgan for 7 months. Y'all are bigots. I can't wait to draft Big Abby Pump to the Yankees and throw 100 miles per hour fastballs in MLB The Show. You might be able to. Two's Nose for 19 months. Vote with your money. Nathaniel Puckett or Nathan Puckett for 10 months. On a serious topic, do BBLs smell as bad as they say? BBLs, like Brazilian butt lifts, smell bad? All right, Freddie for 23 months. Gonna dedicate this member super chat to our beloved Dawn. My heart is still broken. Hail 199, Jeremy, Jay, and Beardo. This community is awesome.
Yeah.
Tyrant Lizard King for 11 months. Have you seen the next MLB The Show? We'll have women as franchise modes. Yep, we went over that. Mark of Reality for 4 months. Sydney Sweeney, not really acting, but they're spectacular. Taker for $5. It had to be baseball, the sport where you tightly grip a shaft and balls. Women can't even adjust themselves when they think the camera isn't on them. Okay. Kalechi for a $5. We took notice of Spider-Man 2, but Sweet Baby Inc. stepped on a landmine with Suicide Squad Kills the Justice League. We Arkham fans don't play, and we spoke with our wallets. Fuck the Suicide Squad. Yeah. Darian Murphy for a 199. Beardo created a new racism. Don't tell Ryan. Yeah, he might be upset. Ronan the Crusader for a $5. To be fair, Beardo, Sony and PlayStation Studios did give us Helldivers 2 by Arrowhead. Nothing better than protecting liberty. Absolutely. Barbecue Pits for a 199. German Edwards with attitude. Oh my goodness. Exalted Patriarch for a $5. Scanning in the most toxic manner possible. And it looks like we're all caught up.
All caught up. Look at that.
Huh?
What a day. It's been a hell of a day.
Yeah.
I'm very impressed, and I guess we're probably going to be seeing a little bit more from these losers in the future on this daily show for some reason. I don't know why. Does anybody really care? Does anybody?
It's not like we pulled 4,200 people this morning.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Well,
we'll just keep putting Sweeney in the thumbnail when we're on.
But with that said, what do you got going on, Jay?
Tuesday night's main event tonight.
That's right. It will be interesting to see.
Might run some Sea of Thieves during the day, but Tuesday night's main event.
Yeah. Beardo.
Yeah, I'm going to do a gaming stream today. I'm finishing up a playthrough of Arkham City back when Rocksteady was actually a good publisher and developer. So, yeah, playing some Arkham City. Tuesday night's main event tonight. Sports Wars. So, that's pretty much it.
All right. Well, I will be live over on my D-Day Cobra channel. I'm going to raid that stream. When this ends, it'll push you over there. So if you're interested to hear politics, and we'll talk about potential of the cyber attacks, that'll be later tonight. So you can carry the conversation over there and be a lot of fun. So go check us out over there. Other than that, really awesome stuff. Oh, and Nerdrotic says, I almost forgot, Dan Vask is gay. That is 1000% correct. Dan Vask is certainly gay. And Gary, are you at so Gary's like, I think he's right at less than 10,000 from 1 million, which is insane. Absolutely insane. So all right, guys, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. I'll see you tomorrow. Tonight. And then we'll also have Tuesday night's main event going on this channel. These two guys will be there and a few other people. So we'll see what happens. You guys have a great day, and we will talk to all of you later. Say bye, Jay.
Bye, everyone.
Say bye, Jay.
Bye, Jay.
I didn't end it yet.
I said it already.
It's awkward. I still haven't ended it yet.
Bye, Jay.
I'll end it. I can hit the red button.